now you could clean your snatch. Why not? Just gotta push it forward. Or you gotta sit back in the seat.
Salty peanut butter, no more.
No.
There's nothing.
No.
Amir. And it's the king, Amir King Khan. One of the finest. Dismount. Well, I hope you. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. They both want the knockout. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. He takes that jab. And he scores with the counter. A perfect counter shot. Usually you don't have to worry about getting a... And down he goes! What an upset this could be as Khan is down! Let's see that again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot! One, two, three, four. You're okay.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
I can hear this 3 a.m. You find this amazing
they
stuff.
have no respect for each other's punching power.
I follow too late.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up.
On to the second round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Amir Khan is rocked! Apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if...
The bell rings and we start the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Neither fighter willing to slow down. He threw a punch and just got countered. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice counter shot. Oh boy! Amir Khan dazed! Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Throws the jab, but does not score. They exchange punches. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you...
Back at it in round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. The perfect counter lands. Swing and a miss for that jab. There's a counter shot. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Well done with that counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag.
That's it. And there's the bell for round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
missing with that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfect.
And as we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Good counter punching. Amir Khan in some real trouble. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been put down. You've got to think right.
Come on, you got
Let's start the 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Swing and a miss with that jab. They threw the hook. It did land. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Beautiful counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice punch. Good counter punch. Amir Khan backing up. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
this fight, and now you're letting back into it. Now, it's a tough.
Here comes round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
big and missing big with that hook. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more. There's the bell to start round 8. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheat...
Oh my goodness, I want to see that one more time.
I need to see that again.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Oh, what a shot. What?